Hi, my name is Menno Cry, and I'm a 35-year resident of the Illinois Valley, and have been employed here in a number of positions. In the past, I've been the executive director of the Illinois Valley Family Coalition. I've been an active member of the Illinois Valley Community Response Team, which has turned into the Illinois Valley Community Development Organization, whose acronym we proudly summarize as IV Can Do. We are a problem-solving community and are concerned about what's happening to the Forks State Park. IV Can Do has served as the fiscal agent for many of the park improvements, including even developing the master plan. We facilitated the financing and the development of the 1996 master plan. We raised the funds for the fencing along the driveway. We financed the gate. We raised the funds and built the gazebo. And most recently, we coordinated the trail expansion on the west side of the Forks State Park. Which included probably about $55,000 of in-kind community donations. Needless to say, we were shocked when the decision was made to close the park, especially since we have been such a good partner with Oregon Parks and Recreation, and it seems to have gone unnoticed, unmentioned, and unappreciated. I've also been a long-time advocate of connecting people to meaningful outdoor experiences and the value of our community to have a sense of place, a sense of culture, a sense of who they are based on where they live and what the area and nature has to offer. The Forks are really special. It's the connecting of the east and the west forks of the Illinois River. It's a confluence, it's a coming together. This metaphor has been used over the years to get the whole community involved into our Forks State Park and our community. I'd like you to just take a sample. There are a series of photos that are going to be I'm sharing with you. The first one is we're offering you a cookie, a taste of what actually goes on here in the Forks State Park. Many different people use the park. I'm afraid, my fear is that the decision makers in OPRD and the Commission have gotten a very limited explanation of what happens here. So please taste the cookie, look at the photographs, see the diverse community that enjoys this park. So I would direct the Commission to reconsider their decision and follow the vision and the mission of Oregon Parks and Recreation in their basic principles of saving Oregon's special places, of connecting people to meaningful outdoor experiences, and to take the long view, make parks last forever.
Good morning. My name is Dennis Strayer. I am a retired federal recreation and park manager with 30 years experience in Alaska, Washington, and Oregon. I've lived here in Southern Oregon since 1986, and in 1996 I became the Visitor Center manager for the Illinois Valley Visitor Center, which included the Oregon Caves National Monument, the Siskiyou National Forest, and the Medford District BLM. I am personally disappointed in the Oregon Parks and Recreation folks because I was one of those people who worked on the Illinois Forks Park State Plan back in 1996. We put a lot of time and energy and love into this end product, and what was really disturbing to me was to recently hear that the Oregon Parks and Recreation Director had made a decision pretty much by himself to close our park. The park is utilized by the 17,000 Valley residents. Josephine County The entire county population is about 86,000 people who also enjoy this park, and over 1 million visitors drive by this park annually. So it's not like it's a forgotten place. The Illinois Valley is very unique. It goes back over 10,000 years with the Takelma Native people coming here, living here very peacefully. The transition was in the 1850s with the discovery of gold, which brought a lot of non-native people here. Today, the valley is still a lovely place to visit and enjoy, and I would hope that the Oregon Parks Director would reconsider his decision and do the three following things. Number one, sign and approve the master plan for Illinois Valley Fork State Park, which I have in my hand here. Two, allocate the funding to make sure that we implement this plan, because without funding it's a little difficult to implement a plan, as I well know. And then three, please be aware that there are people who really not only pay their taxes but live and enjoy this beautiful park setting that we're in today. And I regret that I'm not able to attend in person because I'm fulfilling a civic obligation of jury duty. Thank you for your time, and we hope to hear from you shortly. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Roger Brandt. I'm retired from the National Park Service. Been in this valley for 15 years. My last part of my career was done at Oregon Caves National Monument. And one of the things that I noticed in all of the discussions about decommissioning this park is there was not one single mention of anything about the goals and objectives in Oregon State recreation planning documents. And those documents are generated by public input throughout the entire state. And what's being done here is in the exact opposite direction of what the public in Oregon is telling Oregon Parks and Recreation Department they want them to be doing. So by closing this park, you're not against us. You're going against everyone in the state of Oregon.
Good afternoon. Fork State Park at the junction of the east and west fork of the Illinois River is much loved by our community and serves as the main tourist attraction, second only to the Oregon Caves National Monument. Since I moved here in 1996, several BLM sites have been developed along Highway 199 and $8 Mountain Road. Little Falls and Darlingtonia fan access points, new trails, boardwalk, better signage, and parking, all to enhance the travel experience. But Fork State Park has the most potential for our community. I have birded this park for the Audubon Christmas bird count, watched salmon spawn, danced, sang here, placed nest boxes, taught bird box building, planted trees here, rescued a dog from the Forks, lost a dog at the Forks. Forks Park is a friend and deserves attention and rejuvenation, not demolition. Walking distance from the center of Josephine County's other city, the Fork State Park adds beautiful natural dimension to the quality of life for the community and is available to everyone. Tourists recognize the state park logo on their maps as they drive into Cave Junction, a lovely stopover spot for them, and they add vibrance and income to our community. The Forks hosted the river celebration for several years, and the gazebo was added. Trails were built by volunteers. The Forestry Action Committee has planted hundreds of trees here. Society for Creative Anachronism, Siskiyou Audubon, the Illinois River Valley Arts Council have all met here. Please, Oregon, reach south to Josephine County and the Illinois River Valley and help restore lovely Forks Park to the state park system to the benefit of the residents of the Illinois Valley, Josephine County, and all Oregonians. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Teresa Dugas. I run IV Working Dogs. I own Dugas Kennels, and this park means a lot to this valley. I use it daily, from training dogs for search and rescue in the water to obedience, all of it, all the way down the line. My grandkids come here and swim. I swim here every day. We need this park. It's very much a part of my whole upbringing. I've swam this park for many years. I'm a local, born and raised here. Yeah, we need our park, and there's a lot of us out here that we talk about when we're floating down the river out here about how we can save this park. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but we will do it because we're IV.
I am Lloydine Davis. I live in Kirby, Oregon, which is near to Cave Junction, Oregon, where the Fork State Park is. And for many years, I took my children down there to go in the water and have picnics and everything. And then later on, my grandchildren, we went down there with my grandchildren. I am currently in a wheelchair, so I'm unable to go down to the water, but I love to go to the rest of the park and have picnics and stuff. And I can watch my grandchildren swim in the water. And I think it's important that families in our area have this place because we have so few places where the whole family can get together without traversing bad landscape. And I haven't noticed any law enforcement problems down there. The people are always gracious. Some keep to themselves, which is fine. And it's just one of the few places we can all get together, and I really think that we should not close it. We should keep it open for the rest of the people in the valley.
My name is Anita Savio, and I live in Cave Junction, and I've been coming here every day during the hot weather and going swimming, and it's a great atmosphere. People are easygoing, kids are having fun. I've never seen a problem. You know, talking about closing this park, it's like a slap in the face to the people of the Illinois Valley. A slap in the face.
Hi, my name's Gary Mosley. This is my wife, Pam Mosley. We live up the road, Caves Highway, in Cave Junction. We took over 3 years and 7 states of searching after our retirement from 30 years in the semiconductor computer industry to find this valley. It's beautiful, undiscovered. We think it's very similar to Willamette with its wineries, but has even more to offer with its natural beauty, the redwoods, the coast being so close, and needs to be developed, quite frankly. We've come here to this park several times to go on herbal tours and other things, and we're eco-tourists, and we're also maybe you could say the new retirement faces that you'll be seeing in the future. But this is the kind of place we expected to see developed. I come from a state, Ohio, where all we have is man-made lakes, and by gosh, when we have a beautiful scenario like this, they put up beautiful state lodges. I hear they do the same thing in Oregon. Well, if they've done it other places up north where the metropolitan areas are, why not here? This is just largely undeveloped and not getting the attention it deserves. I can understand how not having a park host and having people here more often from the State Department of Park and Recreation could create a vacuum that without park hosts and other people being here, maybe there are a few undesirables. I understand there's 4 incidences over 2 years. I understand that police, which is very little, quite frankly, and that police coming here, I should say Sheriff's Department contracted by the city of Cave Junction, is being reestablished. So it's happened in the past, and I would have to say no signage on the road of 199 contributes to the vacuum that's left here. People don't even know it's here and how beautiful it is. We've come here several times with other businesses, and we really think it warrants development, not shutting down. For example, the BLM contract was not pursued with earnest since 2007. The water that was connected here for potable water was not reconnected after the bridge was repaired. So I think there's been this benign neglect over many years that's now transformed itself into, if it's a vacuum, you're going to have people come here. And we want to see more people use it. The community has even invested its own time and money to make a beautiful gazebo right behind us here. But why would the State Department with such, the State Parks Department with such few beautiful natural water resources being run on a river like this, not see this as a gem in the rough? And that's how we viewed this valley. That's why we're here. We love it, love to see more of this kind of investment with the community and contributing to make more tourism dollars flow to Josephine County. If we use the current economic downturn to justify pulling out such investments that represent more tourism dollars stopping here, we will absolutely drive a stake through the heart of the economic issues of the county here. We need to do just the opposite. Please, invest in our parks, work with the community, talk more, interface more, and let's find a solution to this instead of just pulling up the roots and saying, never mind, we've been thinking about this since 2007 based on our actions. Therefore, we've conveniently moved ahead with our concerns to stop it versus turning us around and developing it. Thank you for your time. We hope to partner with some people who want to do this with more diligence going forward. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Donna Thompson and I live here in Cave Junction, and I have been coming to this beautiful park since I moved here in '98. And I have 3 grandchildren that I bring down here. I can't take them anyplace else. There's no place else for us to go with little kids here. I've never seen anything about like what they're saying on the television. I have never seen the drugs and alcohol and the homeless that they're talking about here. And it's ridiculous that they're going to try and shut this down. There will be no place for the children of our community to go to otherwise. Thank you.
Hi, Hi, my name is Gary Buck, and I lived in the valley for 46 years, and I think it's really important to keep this park open. I've been coming to this park for 46 years. This park is for the community, for the families, for the children, and it's a beautiful park. I think the volunteers can take care of it. I think it is in the state's interest to keep this park open, and it's in the state direction to keep the park open. I like to keep coming here, and I'd like to bring my family here too. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jean Schubert. I'm the president of the Senior Center here, and unfortunately none of us could probably come at them. I could and would volunteer to help anything that needs to be done here. I volunteer at several places, but the thing that brought us to Cave Junction was the small community atmosphere. My husband had been through here back in the 60s, and he said when we retired, I want to go back there because I love that little town. And I think this park is a part of it. We have 3 generations of kids that come here, grandkids, great-grandkids. Some of them come down from Portland, and they say, there's nothing like this in the city that we can do. We really have fun when we come down here because there's no pressure. In the city, they go to a park, there's gobs of people, and they can't really enjoy themselves. And I would love to see this place stay here. I think it would be a crying shame if they could close this park down for a mere few dollars that it's going to cost to keep it. When some of the larger parks in that, it costs millions to buy them, and we already have this one, it's paid for. So can't we afford to keep the maintenance up? Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Gray Conway. I work for Rogue Community College, and I care deeply about the Forks State Park. I've been here for many years. I moved here in 1988, and I've raised 4 children in this area, and we came to the park regularly. We've seen it full of people, we've seen it empty, and we love this park. And I want everyone to be able to continue to enjoy this park with their children, and I am never afraid in this park.
I'm Hazel Griffith. My husband Don and I moved here in 1995. We came up in 1992. I used to bring all my grandkids up over to the river to swim after the hot days. I love it here. This is a beautiful park. It's better now than it was in 1992, 1993. My husband and I have a solution, if you're at all interested. He actually ran a community service program in California, hated California, but he ran it, and he ran anywhere from 300 to 450 people. I also have experience working with community service people, which we need here in the valley for some people who are on assistance, low income, through lots of reasons. If they could work off their community service hours here in the valley, it would be awesome. Also, the high school students are required to have community service hours to work, and this would be an experience for them, and they could actually put it down on resumes stating that they worked here at the park. These are just suggestions. I do not want this park to close. My great-grandbabies are here now. We were here 2 weeks ago with a birthday party, and there were about 25 of us here. One was 80 years old, and one was 4 months old. Can you imagine bringing all the equipment necessary to have a nice barbecue at the river from about a mile or half a mile or even a quarter of a mile away. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll consider this.
My name is Marlene Naylor, and I live in the Kirby area. I've lived here since 1991, and I've been coming to this park for 20 years. And I've never, ever had a bad experience in this park. And basically, I've always come here for an uplifting experience. The people here have always been friendly. They've always helped me with anything that I've ever needed. I come here, I go swimming with my children. My son is learning to swim this summer, and he's having a great time here playing with other kids. I'd rather bring him here than other places that are more crowded and less people that I know. So I don't understand any reason why this park should be closed down. It's certainly in less better condition than I've seen it, but there's no reason why the grass can't be watered and fed and life can go on. If you close this place down, I don't see any reason why people wouldn't continue to come in here, and all of the bad, horrible people that you guys are saying are going to be here will still be here, and my children won't be able to come here. And that's wrong. That's an injustice, and I don't think very many people would appreciate that. So please keep your minds open and give us a chance.
My name is Suzanne Vautier. I've been a local here. I've been living here for 20 years. I've been hired by Oregon Department of Agriculture as a noxious weed consultant, and that's brought me here to the park. Working here at the park, there's a lot of aggressive noxious weeds in the area. In the park itself, there's spotted knapweed, there's Japanese knotweed, there's Scotch broom. There's quite a few noxious weeds in the park. If we go and do a tearing up of any of the grasses or anything like that that's at the park, that's going to spread the noxious weeds, and it's going to be a really bad problem here at the park. Noxious weeds are already an issue at this park, and it's going to get worse if we start tearing things up. If we have to bring it back to native plants, it's going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to work on these plants. It's going to take at least 10 years to remove all the noxious weeds that are at the park. It's a really big issue at the park, and it's going to cost a lot of money to get this park back to the native plants.
Hello, my name is Tim Leba. I'm a resident of the Illinois Valley here. It's August 20th, 2012. And I really love this park. I come to this park mostly every day. I've also been contracted by BLM, Forestry, and ODA to survey the rivers along this park here. So I know the park pretty well. As far as I know, there's probably maybe 3 people that do live in this park. Other than that, there is no other people that live here. There is no big pot grows growing here. I've surveyed both the rivers, at least 50 yards on either side of them into the brush, and there is nothing there. There is no encampments. There is no bunches of homeless people. You know, I see it. I come here every day. I've been coming here every day for the past few weeks. I also know that I've been kicked out of here because I do have contracts and I do work with BLM Forestry and ODA by the state parks people. They said it's very dangerous here. They said, can you smell the illegal activity? And I'm smelling, and I smelled vinegar weed. And they kept on, can you smell it? Can you smell that illegal activity? I go, well, you're standing on vinegar weed. And my partner, she walked up to him and had him smell some, and he didn't know what to say because that's what he had been smelling this whole time was vinegar weed, and he's trying to say it was illegal activity. I can walk you through this park, this whole park, because I know it with my eyes closed, and I can show you that there is no illegal activities going on here. And I was here Friday, and there were 30 kids here with their families and kids having fun swimming because I showed up here at the end of my day, and I also went swimming here because this is the fastest and easiest and a beautiful place to go swimming. The swimming holes here are excellent. I don't know why they're trying to close it. I know that they're biased because of old stories that have been told about Cave Junction, and that is not right. They want to keep their parks up north all nice and pretty, but this is a beautiful park here. If you can see it, come down here, look at it, walk with us, be with us, come during the weekend. I'd love to help you, and I'd love to keep this park here, and I don't know what else to say because it's ridiculous what they're saying. It's ridiculous. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is John Gardner, and I'm a civil engineer by training, but with a PhD in watershed management, which has led me to have a special regard to the rivers of the world, and especially in where I live now, my hometown of Cave Junction. And in particular, I know that the health of the river depends very largely on how it's regarded by the local population. The more that, in particular children, but also adults, the more they are given a chance to appreciate the river at close quarters in the riparian zone, the better they understand the importance of land management, land use, and the quality of the water in our rivers, and therefore, of course, of the all the boat in the river, including the salmon. Now, the Illinois River is, of course, a very famous river for salmon, and we want to see greater appreciation of our public, of all my neighbors and friends, to establish what is, or to keep actually one of the treasures that Oregon possesses right now. So I would beseech those in power to ensure that this park is maintained and the public is allowed to continue to be here. It's wonderful at all times of year. I know I've been here in the snow and it's really crunchy.
Hello, my name is Christine Gardner. I'm a local business owner here in the Illinois Valley and also a botanist by a former life. I would like to address my comments to the Oregon State Parks Commission, in particular to ask the commissioners to remember that you have a mission in preserving the Oregon State Park system and our existing park here at Forks State Parks, the crowning jewel of the state parks of Josephine County. We need this park to help our commission to fulfill its mandate to address not only outdoor recreation, but also public health and economic development. This park has so much potential to help to generate new economic opportunities for the Illinois Valley, for southwestern Oregon, and for the region. But please remember that this park belongs to the people of the state of Oregon, and we invite your ongoing participation here in making this park all it can be. Thank you.